I'm Emily Chapman. My work is all acrylic on canvas. I've always liked to sort of put emphasis on the bright, jolly side of life. Really just enhance what's already there. More or less born into a family of artists. I had quite a lot of artists in my family. My mum used to paint a lot, so I grew up watching her paint. I was lucky enough to have an art teacher in our village, which I used to go to lessons with him all of my life really, from a very early age. Just sort of something in our family that we did naturally, which was really nice. My favourite place is Norwich. I mean, it's just a fantastic city. There's so much history and so much has gone on there. And I've got family used to use this river as their playground really, so I've got a lot of attachment to that part of Norwich. So this is Paul's Ferry from the other side of the cathedral in Norwich. It's where they used to bring the supplies in to go through to the Bishop's Palace, and it's just a really lovely, quirky place. So there's a legend about the Mermaid that came up to see the congregation singing in Upper Sheringham Church, and she was drawn by the sound of the choir, and she came up, but she was sadly turned away as they were frightened of the mermaid. They were suspicious fishermen who don't like mermaids, so that was a painting I did to depict that. I'm very attached to the Norfolk coast because that's where I grew up. Just love painting sort of coastal scenes, Blakeney and Wells and places like that with quirky little buildings. So I love architecture and just sort of seeing the environment that people are living in within Norfolk and the surrounding areas, and just doing my take on that really. A piece that I really enjoyed was I did of Thetford actually recently. That was a commission from Corinne at the Leaping Hare, which is another little collective art space in Thetford, and she commissioned me to do a piece of Thetford that was incorporating all of the highlights. So we've got so many lovely historical places in Thetford, so I incorporated all of those, the castle mound and the museum there and various others. We've got the Burrell Museum and the Dad's Army Museum, all really amazing places in Thetford, and yeah, I really enjoyed that. And it kind of, Thetford gets a bit of a bad rap really, and it really made me fall in love with the town there, and like notice all the beautiful historical things that go on within that lovely town. And yeah, so we've done lovely prints of that, and that's been a really nice project. I love doing that one. So I first started painting in this style about 10 years ago, and it first started with I was painting a river scene, and the river bent around a curve, and as I did the painting I thought, oh, I'll just exaggerate that curve a little bit, and the boats were at a little bit of a jaunty angle, and I actually sold that painting straight away, and I thought, oh, this is nice. I like bends and curves, and I like to make the landscape look inviting, and that was kind of how it started really. So I always start with a red background that gives a lovely consistent background to layer on top. You get a nice saturated colour. And I have set colours that I tend to use all the time. And then I tend to sketch straight onto the canvas with charcoal, eventually get to the point where I want to start painting it in. For me, it's very meditative, and you can really get lost in creating your own sort of take on what everyone's seeing, but I see it in a totally different way to everyone else, I think. And you can just turn that reality into your little world really. And I can put what I want in it, and it's always sunny, and the clouds are always bright and fluffy. And that's just my little world really.